I'm going to start by drawing the eyeballs, and then from there we are going to have the optic nerve, and then where it meets here is going to be the optic chiasm, and then it is going to travel down until we get to the lateral geniculate body, and then from there it goes down to the occipital lobe through the optic radiation, and that's just going to be the same on both sides. Let's label this out real quick. We're going to have the eyeballs. And this is going to be the optic nerve. And then the optic chiasm. And that's going to be this whole part right here. And then this section is going to be the lateral geniculate body. And then we'll have the occipital lobe down here. And the optic radiation. Alright, and then back up at the top, we're going to have our left and right visual fields. And I'm just going to color coordinate those. Red is left, and blue is going to be right. And then so now the way that our eyes work, the two sides of the eyeball that's closer to the nose is called the nasal halves, and then the outer sides are called the temporal. And then so the way that information comes in from the left field of vision for the left eyeball, it's going to come in through the nasal side, where it is then going to come down the optic nerve, cross over through the optic chiasm, and come down to the lateral geniculate body, where it's then going to synapse with different nerves and continue traveling down to the occipital lobe. And then for the right eyeball, for the left field of vision, it's going to come in on the temporal side, where it will travel down the optic nerve and connect with the rest and go through the same process. And then for the left eyeball in the right field of vision, it's going to come in on the temporal side, where it is then going to travel down the optic nerve, come down to the lateral geniculate body, and go through the same process, traveling on down to the occipital lobe. And then for the right eyeball, the right field of vision is going to come in on the nasal side, cross over at the optic chiasm, and continue down. And then the other thing to note with our vision, the way that we see things, our brain will process it where it's flipped upside down and reversed, where the information that we then see on the right side will get processed on the left half of our brain, and vice versa. Left vision will be from the right half of the brain.